with y'all, future Tristan here. The audio of my original intro completely cut out, so I'm recording it now. But anyways, this vlog shows our little nighttime routine in our camper van and then all of our adventures on our second day on the Great Ocean Road. This might be my favorite vlog I ever edited. I think it turned out really well and I can't wait to share it with y'all, so enjoy. Welcome to our kitchen here. We got Stefanie up here chefing us up some rice.
So it's gonna take a long time until this water is boiling.
Oh, that's true. Here's our 5-star designer kitchen. What more could you ask for? Even comes with a microwave. Pretty incredible if you ask me. Stefanie just brought up how lucky we have been today with the weather, because you can hear or see outside it's raining and we just got in our camper about 20 minutes ago, so good timing. Stein's chopping us up some carrots for our rice. I'm beginning to really like these times of the van. All of us just chilling in here, playing cards, cooking, getting to know each other. You know, one thing I really like about hostel life and people you meet while you're backpacking in hostels is I feel like you get to become really good friends really quickly. And I gotta say, living in a van with people for a couple days, people that you literally knew for less than 24 hours before you got in a van with them, you get to know them a lot quicker. We've had some really good times while we're cooking dinner, talking about friendship, what is friendship, what you value in a friendship and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just really cool to have these experiences with people. So I totally encourage everyone to go meet some random people and get in a van with them.
Above 18, please.
No, but anyways, we're about to enjoy some dinner, so let's dig in. All right, here's dinner. Some rice with some Indian sauce and carrots on it. A true backpacker's meal, very cost affordable. Not cost, very affordable and absolutely delicious. Thank you to Chef Stefanie for cooking it up. Bon appetit. All right, so now about the hour before we go to bed, we hang out, play some card games. Yesterday we played some Lies, or as we know in America, it's like BS, but it's way better than our version of BS, the Swiss version of BS. Today we're playing some spades. Yeah.
Woo!
Alright, good night. See y'all in the morning. What is up? Good morning. Here's the crew. Dennis went to go take a shower. Here we are. Stijn just got out of the shower. I'm about to go into the shower. And Stefanie just rolling out of bed. Ain't that right, Stefanie?
No. It was freezing.
It was very cold last night. Anyways, to the shower, then we're gonna whip up some breakfast. We're feeling quite lazy today for breakfast, so we're not cooking anything up too elaborate, just eating some oats and oranges. Alright, we're back here at the Loch on Gorge, and it's raining on us. It's not stopping us though, let's push forward. Alright, so we made it to the other side. Right here's this razorback. You can see why. Absolutely stunning. Picture us. I think this is my favorite part so far. This whole razorback, what it's called, Loch and Gorge area, Loch on Gorge. These waves are so violent down here. You can see this rock right here is super jagged, has lots of sharp edges, and that's because there's some wind-blown spray that hardens some of the rocks in small areas, but all the rock that's softer rock, it just washes away, leaving those really hard, crisp edges that look so cool. We're now going down to where we were yesterday, and it's starting to rain, so everyone's leaving. Max exodus. Oh my god, what are we doing? It's fun, alright? Definitely not quite as pretty as it was yesterday, but still good to come down here. Alright, that didn't last long at all. We're already heading up, but we're about to move on to our next lookout, which is only a 3-minute walk away. So I just figured out why it's called Loch on Gorge. That's because there was a ship that wrecked here, and I knew there was a ship that wrecked here and some people floated up here, but the ship was called Loch on, and so it's like a gorge, Loch on Gorge. Get the name. So we're on our walk to Thunder Cave, which is a place where the waves crash into this cave and it sounds like thunder. It's super loud, but on our way, we're walking by this other place and check out this. Alright, I'm ducking down in this corner just because it's so windy and I want to make sure you can hear me. This place is just so beautiful. Literally 360, beautiful views everywhere you look, just absolutely gorgeous. This Great Ocean road trip is really shaping up to be something that's been way more incredible than I thought, and these friends over here, people I met, been camping with, oh my god. Love them to death, they're so awesome, and we're just having such a great time together. Now here's a little 360 view of what we're looking at. Alright, we've made it to Thunder Cave. Got another excellent view, but the real magic is right over here. Check it out, there's the cave. Water's just going in there, and I haven't heard any thunder yet, but
Hopefully it thunders.
check out all this foam. There's like a big old island of foam just floating. Sometimes the wind gets it, it blows up and makes some like, it's like bath bubbles. And yeah, there's the cave. Hard to see it in the camera, it's just kind of dark, but it goes back as far as I can see, probably like at least 20 meters, 30 meters. And we just walked right over it and I had no idea.
Staring, waiting for the thunder.
Maybe it only thunders like high tide. Oh, it's kind of like thunder. Yes. It's insane.
Look at that.
Wow. Well, haven't heard any real thunder yet, so a little disappointing, but still a really cool sight. See from right there, we're getting some little thunders, we're hearing it. Not super loud, but I don't even know if you could hear it in the camera with the wind, but definitely some thunder going on. Next up, we're gonna stop, just a short walk away.
Broken Head!
And it's quite a beautiful walk too. Just got this behind us. Not behind us, in front of us. Turns right on us a little bit, but we're used to that by now. It rains like 20 minutes for about 5 minutes and then back to good weather. Alright, these waves over here to my left are some of the biggest, most violent waves I've ever seen in my life. They're so huge. And Stephanie brought up a great point that maybe we're lucky and that the only reason why they're this big and crazy right now is because of the weather. It's super windy, rainy, you know, that type of weather could be making these waves so freaking big and awesome. So I'm going to show it to you, but warning, it's super windy, so you're probably not going to be able to hear anything, so just bear the wind noise for a sec. Alright, we see a person way down there on that rock right where the waves are crashing, so we're going to see if we can go figure out a way to get there. It's so windy! Right there. Whoa! I'm soaked. That is it for this beautiful place. But I wanted to get this really cool picture for Instagram or like video. I don't know what I'll do with it yet. Me standing on the edge of like a big wave crashing over me. And the good news is I think I got it. The bad news is I had to let like 5 or 6 waves hit me before I got a good. Hopefully that turns out. But no matter how it turns out, I'm gonna be posting it to my Instagram at the same time I post this video. So go check out my Instagram and see a picture of a big wave coming, crashing over me and completely soaking me. I'm wearing sweatpants. These are the only pair of pants I brought on this trip. They're absolutely soaked. Alright, heading to our next spot. Oh wow, there it is. Right there. There we go. So many beautiful rock formations. What a beautiful arch. You know, I think the main attraction is supposed to be the arches, the rocks, the beautiful limestone structures, but I'm honestly just as impressed with the waves. I don't know why, but pretty incredible to see the force and the power that they come hitting these rocks with. I mean, after all, it's these waves that made these rocks look how they are today. So that little bridge we just saw, it's called the Arch. I guess it's the arch we just saw. However, the next place we're going to, just 5 minutes away, it's called London Bridge, the London Bridge, and I'm guessing by the name of it, I think it's another arch. Guess we'll find out. In this next part of the video, none of the audio recorded, so I'm just going to do a voiceover. As you can tell, it is incredibly freaking windy. Here's me pointing it out, my hood flapping in the air, going crazy, but still a beautiful view. Here's me showing you the London Bridge, a little rock over there. But the main thing I remember from this location was not the London Bridge, it was this crazy strong wind. No joke, this is the strongest wind I'd ever been in my life. There is us falling backwards, leaning into it, like literally supporting us. I literally couldn't keep my hood on, as you can tell. Fighting the wind to keep my hood on. Here's me yelling at the camera, not knowing that no audio was recording at all, and I literally think it was because the wind was so strong it couldn't pick anything else up. Here is Dennis and Stephanie being goofballs doing the whole Titanic thing. Just look at how far Stijn is leaning right now and not falling over. It was so wild. Anyways, this is the main viewing point. After this main viewing point, we walked around to this side viewing point where no one was, and we were getting pelted by water. Really confusing to us because why were we getting wet? It wasn't raining, and the water was so far from us and below us. We had no idea why we were getting wet. So we walk over this little bridge, and oh, getting slapped in the face, and get away from me, rain. Anyways, finally get to the end, and that is it. Oh my god, I've never seen anything like this. This waterfall is literally blowing up. All that water is from a waterfall. None of the water was hitting the ground. It's going straight up. I mean, if that doesn't show you how freaking strong this wind is, I don't know what does. This might have been one of the most surprising, unusual, crazy things on this trip. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Anyways, there's the corner, all of us huddling in because it's so freaking cold. We all just got wet and it's so windy. I huddle in thinking I can finally talk to the camera away from the wind from this rock shelter, but boy was I wrong. Anyways, probably saying something stupid and then giving Stefanie a big hug, laughing at my own joke, which probably wasn't even funny. And now, done with London Bridge and back to the audio. We made it. We're safe. We're alive. Captain Stefanie is now off of driving duty, so I'm here controlling the wheel. So let's go. This was one of my top places on the Great Ocean Road. I was looking to go to. It looks absolutely beautiful down there. We're just reading up about this place, how it's formed, and it looks like it's formed from erosion from inland and from the ocean. Obviously the ocean, like the waves coming in, but from inland, it was a swamp. When the swamp was there for a while, some ash from it seeped into the limestone, slowly eroding it, going down, eventually forming a sinkhole, and then from the sinkhole just got bigger and bigger, and eventually formed this big old hole in the ground that we can all walk in. Looks like there's a couple sinkholes. We got a sinkhole there, big one there, and then another sinkhole right over here. Check it out, here's the view from the bottom. Absolutely stunning. It's like a little window right there, right out to the ocean. Absolutely gorgeous place, one of my favorite places on our trip so far. I gotta say, we got here just at the right time because look at all these people coming down now. Definitely one of my top places to see if you're going on the Great Ocean Road. And if you're looking for a place to get a good photo for Instagram or something, probably one of the top places I'd say I've seen so far. I think we all got a couple quality photos down there. What do you say? How was it?
It was, I think that was my favorite spot.
Favorite spot so far?
Yeah, because I really like it with the view to the ocean. It's like a natural window.
Exactly, it's like a natural window. Alright, so we are now at our second to last stop of the day, the Bay of Martyrs, and it's another beautiful place, another windy place. Oh, what? Oh my god! Point movement. It's not even as windy as the other places. Okay, I have to talk behind this bush. It's just way too windy for you to understand me, but it's a beautiful place. I'll show you in a little bit. You're gonna see there's a bunch of islands in the background or in the distance, and that's gonna be our last stop called the Bay of Islands. We're gonna be able to see all those beautiful islands close up. Cannot wait. But here's what we're looking at now. Alright, next stop, the islands. Alright guys, we've arrived at the Bay of Islands, our last stop of the day. It should be a good one. I think we saved a good one for last. One last windy stop, and then we should be heading inland a little bit, so thankfully we'll be done with this wind. So behind me where all those people are is the main viewing point for where we are right now, the Bay of Islands. However, check out this view we got right here. An absolutely beautiful bay, and still plenty of islands over there in the distance. You know, GoPros make everything look super far away. The islands really aren't that far from us, and it's not quite as windy as the other places we've been, which is a major plus. Now, perfect timing because everyone that was just right up there is leaving, so time for us to head up there and get the whole place to ourselves. All right, this is it, the main viewing point. Let's get a little 360 view. Such a beautiful place to end our Great Ocean Road trip. The Great Ocean Road has not disappointed. We will now be heading in a little bit more inland to the Granby National Park. So the next video I'll be posting will be a vlog of our experience hiking at the Granby National Park around some beautiful waterfalls. It should be a lot different than these past two vlogs and hopefully have a lot better audio quality because I'm really hoping the wind is not nearly as bad as it is as it's been here. So thank you all so much for watching and peace. See you later.